Guys, in this video I will be taking a look at this pretty strange LEGO Alpha Team set. This is the Scorpion Orb Launcher from 2005, set number 4774. Comes with 227 pieces and 2 minifigures, and let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at the minifigs. First up is this member of Alpha Team. I know he has a name, I just don't know what it is. So if you know this guy's name, feel free to leave it in a comment down below. And he has some pretty good detailing on the torso and legs. The face print is kind of strange. He has some pretty stretched out sunglasses and a very long mouth. I just feel like they really kind of like expanded his face, and they didn't really have to. So I think that the torso and legs look good, but the face print is just kind of strange. No printing on the back. He does have one orange arm and one black arm, and he has the little robber knit cap that's commonly used in LEGO City. So overall, a cool minifigure. I just think that the face print looks a little off. The second minifigure is this Evildoer, so he's kind of like this extreme skeleton that works for Ogle, and he's a pretty cool looking minifigure. He has a red and black color scheme going on. He has a pretty interesting torso detailing on the front, and then if I pop off this very cool looking trans blue headpiece, get a look at his face print, which is spooky, but overall it's a very cool looking minifigure. Not too much detailing going on for him, but his really cool looking torso detailing and the pretty spooky face print make up for the lack of detailing on the legs or back of the torso. So this is what the Alpha Team dude gets in the set to fight this giant scorpion. He gets this tiny little glider. So this is a pretty dumb looking build, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is pretty stupid. I guess, I don't know if these are supposed to be like laser cannons on each side, but it's kind of weird. There's a spot for the minifigure to clip in, so I'm going to do that now. Go ahead and turn his hands, and then put him on the handlebars like this. And then you can really position him any way that you want. I'll just do this because it looks kind of weird. So then you can have him on the glider. You can have him down like this, flipped up like this. If you want it to be like a little snow skimmer thing, I guess you could get him so he's actually positioned on it. You could fly on it like that. But it's supposed to be a hang glider. It's just not a great build in my opinion. I think it is pretty strange. And I will quick mention that this minifigure is supposed to have little skis on the bottom of his feet. I know I have them, I just don't know where they are, so I do apologize for that. So just picture some skis on this guy's feet, so that way he could like ride in on the hang glider, drop off, and then start skiing on the snow. But this is just a weird build. I'm not a real fan of it. This scorpion thing is nuts. Like, it just looks like so insane. The color scheme is very cool. I like the dark reds and the blacks and how they mix together. And this thing is very big compared next to a minifigure. So like here is the little Alpha Team guy. I'll stick him right in there. So this thing is huge. And I'll go ahead and start at the cockpit area, which has a large trans black piece right here, and then 2 light trans blues. And then you can flip this up just like that to get access to the cockpit. You can see I put the little Evildoer skeleton in there already. And then there's a very nice printed control panel that looks very cool. And then this whole cockpit area can rotate 360 degrees side to side, and then can also move up and down a fair distance. And then there are 2 claws for this thing to fight with, and this is another crazy build. It looks very cool. And then I just feel bad for the Alpha Team guy. Like, he'll just come up against this thing, he'll be standing here, and then this thing just takes its claw and just whacks him. I mean, this thing is just insane. And then moving on to the middle of the scorpion thingy, the legs look very cool. I do think that is a nice build. There are 6 of them. They all are all identical. But these things are very fragile. Like, if you like set this up, just like that, standing, then you kind of start to touch it, you start to play with it, it's just collapses. So this thing could have been a little more sturdy in the legs, but I mean, they look cool, so I can kind of forgive it. But playability wise, it's pretty bad how fragile this is. They just fell forward. So the legs leave something to be desired in terms of stability. And then right here, there's a not a trans black, just a regular black thing. It is the same piece as the trans black in the front though. And you can flip that up, and you can pull out these little orb containers right here. And I do like this build. I like the piece that they use for the little container. And then if I take one of these things out, give you guys a closer look at it. It is a crazy print right here. That is absolutely insane, especially for 2005. And then it is slightly different on the other side, just uses some different coloring for the little thing in the middle. But this is a crazy print. It looks very cool, very good. And just amazing that they were able to do that back in 2005. So nice how you get 2 of these in the set. And these just sit in the middle with some tiles right there. And go ahead and put these in. Just like that. And then the tail apparently has some stability issues as well. So you can have it curled up, and this has great range of movement as well. This is on the same little joint as the head. And then this piece keeps falling off as I grab the tail. I don't know why, but it does. So I'm just going to put that back on. And then every little section of this tail can move very easily, and you can get some great positioning out of it. So great mobility on the tail. Then up top, this is the orb launcher. It has a rubber band. I just can't figure out how it works. They don't actually show you in the instructions. Like if I just grab them here for a second. On the front, you'll see like it's showing it moving, and it's showing it throwing one of these orb things. But I can't exactly figure out how to do that because there's not a place to like lock the orb into position. So I'm not quite sure how to do it. I'm thinking maybe it's something like you set it here and then just launch it. That seems to work. It doesn't really stay up here, so you kind of gotta just set it there, quick let go, and then launch it. So that's what that looks like. Gotta grab that there. So that's kind of the orb launching feature. I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to work since they don't really show you in the instructions very well. But that is really the entirety of the Scorpion. This thing looks absolutely nuts. The only bad things I can say about it are these legs. They are incredibly fragile. And then I'm not really sure how this orb launching feature is supposed to work. So that's it for the Scorpion. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the instructions. Alright, here are the instructions. You have the Alpha Team logo right there. Again, saying that you can launch stuff with this. I'm just not sure how. I think I got it right, but I'm not sure. Here it kind of shows you how you can transform this thing into like this giant creepy thing. So that's kind of insane, even crazier than the Scorpion. And then on the back there is the win thing. So this is before the Win Kid. Just showed some picture of some LEGO sets that you can win. 4+ sets, which is kind of cool to see. That just came back earlier this year. And then they just give you some suggestions for some alternate builds. That one looks pretty strange. There's another one right there. That looks pretty weird as well. And then there's also instructions for like this dinosaur thing, and then also like a mech for the Alpha Team guy. And then there's also instructions for like a spider. There's instructions for this little like speeder thing. And then here it shows you how to convert this thing right there, so you can flip it up like that. I can't imagine how fragile that is because the tail had trouble standing up when it was just being a tail, but supporting the entire thing, I'm not too sure how well that would work. And that is really it for the instructions. Let's go ahead and close out the video. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and put it in this position, which looks kind of strange, and it's a little unstable, but if you don't touch it, it does stand up fairly well. And overall, my thoughts on the set, it's interesting. I think the glider is like the dumbest thing. That really did not have to be in the set. The Scorpion itself looks cool, but it is very fragile. The tail just flops down. The legs are extremely fragile. So I think it's alright. I'm not really sure how to feel about the set. Like, it looks cool, but as a play set, I don't think it really works, just since it is kind of fragile. It doesn't stand up very well, the tail doesn't stay up very well. So I think as a display set, this thing could work, but as a play set, I don't think it works very well. So if you're looking to buy an Alpha Team set, I don't think you need this one. It's just not the best. The minifigures are alright. I think the skeleton dude is the better of the two. But overall, I think this is just kind of an average, okay set. So those are my thoughts on the set. You guys can know what you think of it by leaving a comment down below. And if you guys enjoyed this review, consider leaving a like on the video. It is very much appreciated if you do. And if you want to see more LEGO reviews from me, consider subscribing and turning on notifications, which you can do by clicking on the round end screen element popping up in the top left of your screen. And the other 3 end screen elements popping up are just other videos that I think you will enjoy. So feel free to click around the end screens and check out some of my other LEGO videos. And that'll do it for this review, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.